Hello, everyone, and welcome to one of those legendary bonus PCP episodes. I believe episode 9. We are here, and we are queer. That's what we are. It's just what they do in the bonus episodes.
Off to a roaring start.
I am the best gay ever. That's what I am. We've got gay saint.
That's correct. You said it better than I ever could have.
We've got rug munch, lesbian.
I'd be more receptive to the classic Charlie Brown football joke if my PE teacher didn't get charged with statutory rape for sticking her cleats up my yippee yappy hooray special zone every day after class. That was the wah wah.
Excellent. We've got hippo. Cunt, another lesbian.
Hippo
right?
Clit. Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Absolutely. All right.
Disgraceful.
And Dyke Oliver.
This is the best opening joke yet.
10 out of 10.
Oh, that's good. This is very good. Okay, well, here we are.
It's
everyone get your insulin shots ready.
Yeah.
This is going to be a wild episode. This is going to be a sweet episode.
Right. So you have once again entombed yourself with another episode of the bonus PCP episodes, fair viewers. So brace yourself to get your asshole rocked, as always.
This is your voluntary curse.
All right.
So
today we are going to be discussing who would win. I don't know in what stakes. Who would win? Who is versus like
who
better,
is win?
Better, gooder, the one that we like more, or is better in general? Inuyasha versus Charlie Brown.
I was the one who came up with this, and what happened is I woke in a cold sweat, like eyes still half lidded, breathing irregular, and femininity vaporized with my fucking masculine pecs beaming in the moonlight. And I squeaked out a question plastered in the inside of my cranium, like how I plastered my fucking XY feet to a cement block and dropped her into a 17-foot deep lake. Could Inuyasha of Inuyasha fame use her signature slice and dice to defeat the Peanut himself, Charlie Brown of Peanuts fame? So that's what we're here to find out.
Okay, so once this is a good time to do as we typically do. So Urban Dictionary has well-defined definitions of Charlie Brown and Inuyasha that you can defer to.
Oh no!
So,
Excited about it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You're gonna
These
fucking
definitions
lose your
are
shit
in
at this
stone,
one, all right?
much like the stone
Your
I used
brain-
to drown my ex-wife.
You're about to go into brain overload with these definitions.
Okay.
So let's get right to it. A Charlie Brown. This is Charlie Brown to start. Okay. Top definition. A Charlie Brown is a middle-of-the-road sort of guy. He is not extreme and doesn't see life as black and white. He sees all grays and variations, which makes him interesting in some way. Some people see this as a wishy-washy personality, but it is not so. Charlie Brown is not mainstream. He is loyal to his friends and has an underrated, offbeat sense of humor. Overall, he is not a bad person to be around. That's the definition of Charlie Brown.
I think Charlie Brown should be allowed to write his own Urban Dictionary.
Good old Charlie Brown. Good old Charlie Brown. How I hate him. That's all I have to say.
Charlie Brown is a popcorn nihilist. He's a loner with a heart of gold, a stoner with a reefer of pragmatism, and a wicked motley crew, which we will get into later.
Incredible.
Jesus.
Now check out this shit, team. Here's some definitions for Inuyasha.
Oh, I'm peeping.
All right, I'm gonna read you a couple. Okay, here's the third definition for Inuyasha is 1, dog demon, 2, kick ass. Kick ass. He's kick
Holy
ass. That's
shit.
a synonym. All right.
I think we need more info. I think we need more to go on than that.
We've got you covered here on UrbanDictionary.com, which I have purchased.
You should become like the CEO of UrbanDictionary.com.
All right, here we go. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. There's some weird definitions.
What if we got sponsored by Urban Dictionary? Like the PCP got officially sponsored by them. I'm gonna push.
What if we got sponsored by Inuyasha?
Yeah.
It's not too late. I just got in contact with Riko Takahashi, whatever the fucking name is.
She still alive?
I believe so.
She is.
Hopefully
She's doing
not.
I don't know what. Okay, so here we go. Inuyasha. Here's the fourth definition, because the first two are lame. 1, a Japanese word meaning dog demon, and 2, a very awesome anime on Adult Swim.
Nate, that definition was
What?
exactly the same as the first one.
Well, that I know, but this is better. Okay, but
How's it better?
the second definition within the subset of definition 4 of Inuyasha is where the real meat of this thing is. All right, that's very good.
This Urban Dictionary page is like a fucking infinite
It's a
jest.
labyrinth.
It's all
yeah.
annotated and subsections.
And we are the Minotaur catering this labyrinth of Urban Dictionary. We are the keeper of the gates, the keeper of the keys here.
One of the characters cries Inuyasha translator note, kick-ass demon. Just so you know. Just so you know.
Okay. Just all right. Let me get through this. So, a very awesome anime on Adult Swim about a dog demon, Inuyasha, trying to collect shattered pieces of a shattered, powerful jewel and revenge his love's death. Very bad punctuation and grammar. He meets a girl from modern Japan, and they look together, ... and fall in love pretty much. This is the definition.
shit.
Okay. Many seasons and 3 movies. I highly recommend it, says Urban Dictionary.
Thank you.
Are you sure this isn't a review
I
on
didn't
Mal?
know. I didn't realize that Urban Dictionary was a fan of Digibro.
Now, I've got 2 examples that I'd like to read you for Inuyasha. Okay, so Inuyasha is totally cute and is good in yaoi fanfics. Inuyasha X Sesshomaru pairing. Okay, that's usage number 1. Number 2, now this is where things get hot, and brace yourself. OMFG, the house is on fire. Grabs fire extinguisher. OMFG, Inuyasha's on. Drops extinguisher and watches TV. Damn, it's hot in here. That's your sentence usage of Inuyasha.
So am I to understand that the This Is Fine dog and Inuyasha are related through their dog bloodline?
They are, in fact,
fuck,
one of the same.
that's gonna cause some major complications for me in my case. If they have that iconic Casey Green character on their side.
Indeed.
Okay. So you know
right,
the
we
definitions.
defined
You
enough.
First,
I
have the
think-
knowledge. 2 cultural icons are gonna enter, and I don't. We'll see what happens here.
Well, first we need to
give-
to realize like who is on which team.
I am most definitely squarely rooted from my root chakra to my crown chakra. I'm completely embedded and fucking toiling within the sphere influence of Charlie Brown. There's no way I could be unwedged from his grasp.
I also am. With me I have like the very first, like I got the complete Peanuts collection, and I've got like the first 2 volumes right here with me, and I'm gonna slap this book closed to show you how hefty
Okay.
it is, because there's a lot of comics in here.
Oh shit! That's what you're up against.
So I know my shit. I know my shit at least for the beginning of Charlie
That was
Brown.
a powerful sound, dude. That was a powerful sound.
That's the sound of culture.
Yeah.
That's the sound of
Maybe-
quality. Yes,
Learn
I
it.
understand.
Remember it.
This is
Unfortunately-
ultimately a battle of America versus Japan, of culture versus
Of course.
culture.
Which is why I have no choice but to defend the superior Japanese race
Yeah.
in this clash of the
I don't know,
titans.
dude. I feel like we've had this battle before, and America definitely had a explosive victory. If you know what I mean.
Well, you may think that you've got the upper hand right now with your Linuses and your that dirty kids allied with the main man Charlie Brown, but Inuyasha has his own
Motley crew.
hooligan crew backing him up as well. So you'll have to contend with their.
I don't know,
their-
dude. I think
their
there's some more
powers as well.
literary parallels in these 2 works than we'd like to admit.
Are you
Maybe
gonna
we're
go
not
with
so
the
different.
pragmatic, I'm not gonna take a side because both are good. Are you just gonna be a spectator here, Tom?
I'm undecided right now. To be
So
completely
we're gonna have to
honest.
sway you. We're gonna have to
yes.
sway
Well, let me
from
tell
side to
you.
side.
I am master. I am owner of the URL of the inuyasha.wiki.com. And let me tell you, there's some deep secrets here you're not going to want to miss. To get the full picture of the level of power we've got for our boy.
Nate, you're not gonna want to miss my fucking fist hitting your lip in about 3 seconds. You're not gonna want to miss that on your way out.
I'm
This
looking
fucking
forward
door
to it.
spinning. Ben,
Right,
Ben,
of
what's your
course.
alignment here? Chaotic good.
Always. Okay, so all right. I think there's a strong case to be made on either side here. But as much as it pains me, to go against my man Charlie Brown, as much as it pains me to have anything to do with the best guy ever, I'm gonna have to side with Inuyasha for reasons that I'll get into why. I'll get into my specific reasoning at a later time.
I think you made a horrible mistake, and I think your alimony is gonna be out the fucking door.
Not my alimony. I need it
Through the roof.
for myself and no one else.
Yes. All right. Let's get into this.
Wait, what about Gib? I mean, Gib, I think I understand what position you're taking here. But,
Charlie
please
Brown.
confirm.
I have the book. I am Charlie Brown.
That's right. I forgot how powerful you were. Okay.
How could you,
so
Nate? How
who wants to launch in?
Forget that. I'll do it
Oh wait,
again.
was it Tom that I
you
forgot?
ready for it?
No, I'm neutral. I'm open. I'm
Right.
open to interpretation. I await to be
Okay.
persuaded by one side
So Tom's
or the
the
other.
deciding vote of the
Exactly.
Supreme Court that
Yeah.
is this
Holy
episode of the
shit.
bonus
Exactly.
The
PCPs.
stakes have never been higher, guys.
It's true.
Why? Since I'm an honorable combatant, I will allow my underhanded and frankly obscene opponent to take their first pick in trying to win the fair maiden, Tom Oliver. But only because I'm so assured in my victory that I have nothing to fear.
Indeed.
Well,
indeed.
I have what I think is a pretty unassailable argument, but I think maybe I should save it for the end. I think maybe I want to make my case later.
I can begin. I can
Okay.
begin our lambasting of these weak cowards, these American fools who wish that they lived up to the power that is Imperial Japan.
Charlie Brown versus Inuyasha Battle of the Century, commencing in 3, 2, fucking 1.
Okay. Now the first thing you've got to know about Inuyasha is that he wields not only the power of his half yokai self, he also has the power of his half human self, which on every new moon, you see, he becomes fully human, and so he's.
Continue.
Okay, yes. My self-esteem, though, it's weak. It's been bruised.
Shattered by Munchie's powerful ki
That wasn't me. That wasn't even me.
Yeah, right. It's always you.
No, no.
Inuyasha, okay, first of all, if you're fighting Inuyasha, you're basically fighting three people right off the bat. You're fighting normal Inuyasha, half demon, half human, and also his human self, and also his maximum demon self. And that's not even bringing the Tessaiga into the equation.
It's not bringing
with
the
its
testosterone into the
numerous
equation.
forms. Yeah. He's got razor sharp claws. Okay, let's begin with the razor sharp claw situation.
That's a good jumping off point.
Yeah, razor sharp claws. All right, they will rend Charlie Brown's weak, untoned physique like so many napkins at your local Burger King soda shop. It will be a fucking blowout right there. Just tell me what he can do when you're faced with an angry dog on your doorstep barking and fucking you up. What's Charlie gonna do when he brings the thunder? Just tell me that, Munchie. Tell me that.
Is that the core? I feel like you should state all of your cases. then
Razor
mention-
sharp claws are my
your
one and only
entire-
case that I'm bringing here.
Nate, I have a counter argument to bring against my own side here, but I do it in the spirit of
excellent.
intellectual honesty.
Yeah.
I mean, you say that Inuyasha, you have to contend with his human half and his dog half, but the thing about Charlie Brown is that Snoopy comes with him as a package deal.
Yeah.
So I think he's got his dog base covered. I think it's a wash.
Well, I mean, we have to consider Inuyasha's dog, a.k.a. Kagome, his lowly female companion, a.k.a. a fuck slut. And so I think that those two will cancel each other's powers out nicely. As we know, Kagome is a long-distance, arrow-based holy warrior fighter, which contends well with the Snoopy's well-known long-range Red Baron persona. So right there, I think they're evenly matched, and then we can just get down to the real brass tacks of Inuyasha's power level versus the weak, cowardly Charlie Brown.
I think we all know
Snoopy-
that the title fight in this match is going to be Woodstock versus Shippo. Like, let's be real. That's the match for all interested.
Wait,
in.
who the fuck is Shippo?
The little
Who's
fucking
that?
fox faggot.
Is that the friend of Sesshomaru? Is that who that is?
No, that's
No, it's what's her face. Is that the one that gets big? I can't fucking remember.
No, Shippo's like the little fox boy who like is like
Oh,
tiny.
he's friends with Sashomaru,
No,
right?
he's friends with Inuyasha. He travels
It
with
sounds
the
like the
gang.
Inuyasha side
I
doesn't
can't
have a
remember.
leg to stand on with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It sounds like there's a lot of infighting. They're gonna split the vote.
How can the neutral person know more about the deep, intricate lore of Inuyasha than the owner of Inuyasha.wikia.com?
I've just been preparing my Tessaiga research has
Okay.
consumed all
Okay.
aspects of my brain. All right, I'm saving. That's the trump card that we'll get into later. You're not even considering the anti-yokai barrier. That's just level 1 of the Tessaiga's massive power scaling. We're not even into like the dragon form and the black form that can cut through dimensions and shit. You don't know what the fuck let alone the red, aka Akai Tessaiga for you non-Japanese speakers. There's a lot of shit you're gonna have to contend with. So go. We haven't heard much about what Charlie Brown's actually bringing to the table here. Let's hear
you're bringing
about
all this big talk of sharp claws and demon abilities, but I have you know
Yeah.
for a fact once and for all that it has no bearing here whatsoever. It doesn't matter. As described earlier, Charlie Brown is a popcorn nihilist. None of these attacks could even phase him, as his perception of reality is so damaged and bruised that he can't even perceive the real life events anymore. If you were to slice and dice him, he wouldn't even feel it because his mind is so far above any worldly and mortal fails that he wouldn't be stricken down. His body parts would just flail to the ground, but his mind, the only true part of a man that matters, his mind and ideas would be intact, like in a fucking encrypted file for the rest of time, for whatever the most powerful warriors of all to try and unlock. Charlie Brown, this is going to just destroy you right now, once and for all. Charlie Brown is iconic. I don't care about Inuyasha. I haven't even seen him. You walk into a gift shop, what do you see? Charlie Brown. You stroll up to a black street vendor selling purses on the side of Denver, Colorado. What do you see? Fucking Snoopy! You slap your ass right goddamn down to fucking Taiwan. Take a fucking peek at what their human cattle are toiling away on. Another hand-painted cell of motherfucking Charlie Brown. He's got reaches from all across the lands on all 7 continents. You will see a chiseled Charlie Brown statue wherever you walk. Where do you see the influence of Inuyasha? Only in downtown Tokyo. Population 0.
No, okay. When you're not okay, you may have the what is the word? The wide market exposure with Charlie Brown. I'll grant you the weak will of the masses. But what you're forgetting is the 1,000-fold superior courage and heart of the Japanese people, specifically Inuyasha. He's folded 1,000 times, and the quality of this man's soul and his vision can easily slice through any weak, corporatized, capitalist American coward.
I haven't
like
even
fucking
gotten
Charlie
into the
Brown.
racism yet of your fucking side. I haven't even begun to unwind the bigotry and the fucking racism existent within your side's argument.
Oh yeah, yeah. Tell me about the racism of Inuyasha. We've got Charles Schultz, a notable race realist and hater of all races. Besides
You'll fucking rue those words. You'll fucking rue them. Snoopy is a renowned Civil War activist, a recreational Civil War cosplayer, an avid proponent of not being racist. He's got a fat cock and he's a fucking dog. Let me tell you about this nigga Snoopy, alright, Holmes? You fucking white boy,
right.
sit your goddamn ass down! Snoopy knows what it's like to be a dog.
yokai.
A black, a wop, and a spick. He's a dog. He's a fucking dog. Wherever you got, you go on a bus. No dogs allowed. He rallies against no dogs allowed every single day of his life. He gets every Sunday. He gets into his union uniform and reenacts the battles of Gettysburg. John Wilkes Booth. He sings to high heaven how he's not a racist and he revels in being equal with the humans. He's a dog.
If anything, Inuyasha is going to recruit Snoopy to his side to fight on Team Dog. That is what Inuyasha. He's not going to maintain his weak interspecies loyalty to Charlie Brown. Not for one fucking second. Blood is thicker than water, my friend. Blood is thicker than water.
He's fucking evolved past the societal race relations. He knows that race doesn't matter. He knows it's a social contract. He's evolved past siding with across racial boundaries, and he's evolved past labels and just siding with family. He's evolved past that. He now views each person with their ideas first. Their ideas first is what Charlie Brown's all about. Judging people based on their philosophical and moral scales, and that's what Snoopy's all about. Fact.
He will regret that.
Fact. Japanese people are more racist racist than you. Fact. Japanese
Exactly.
people don't know fucking shit about anything.
Exactly. They're smart. They're powerful. They're superior. They know to be racist. They're powerful, unlike our weak Western societies that are crumbling because of too much interracial marriage. That's the problem that you will not see in Inuyasha one fucking second. It won't happen.
Fact.
Except for the fact that Inuyasha is in fact half human, half dog. But putting that aside, it doesn't matter. It's not important.
But no, that just serves to bolster your purpose, because Inuyasha's biggest weakness is when he has to turn into a full human. So mixing bloods was clearly a mistake.
Exactly. And Inuyasha, just as Hitler regrets his half-Jewish side, Inuyasha is wise enough to also hate his human side and recognize the superior Aryan half, a.k.a. dog half.
He realizes
why
humans are
Snoopy
only
will
good
join
for
him.
fucking, and that's why he keeps Kagome around.
Indeed. She's a broodmare.
Let's compare the unrequited love interests of our two
Yes.
heroes. Let's compare Kikyo and the little red-haired girl. What did Kikyo ever do for anyone? She just cock teased Inuyasha and then shattered the Shikon jewel, spreading distress and misery throughout the land of Edo period Japan.
Correct.
The little red-haired girl never did nothing to nobody.
Are you talking about
she
Peppermint
just
Patty?
lived her
Are you talking
life.
about Peppermint Patty right now?
No, I'm talking
No.
about the little red-haired girl.
I don't even know.
Does she not have a name?
No, she doesn't
How
have
can
a
you
fucking
prepare
name.
notes for this and not know who the little red-haired girl is?
I didn't encounter that one on my journeys. Each Peanuts movie is like an hour and a half long, and it's like a 3-panel comic stretched out as long as you can possibly go. That like each movie has like 5 scenes of Snoopy doing absolutely nothing with no dialogue and just a snazzy jazz beat in the background for like 10 minutes on end. I'm sorry, I could only get through like 6. They were all the exact same thing.
You know,
This
is
girl's
why, in my opinion, the literary parallels between Charlie Brown and Inuyasha are deep and intricate, because all Inuyasha is the same 5-episode story arc over and over again of getting a Shikon jewel. Oh God, we got to fight Naraku. Oh man, he got away. I guess we'll have to go find him again. And that's all that happens for like 17 seasons.
Indeed.
There's
And
no
occasionally
plot progression in either of these.
Well, you're forgetting the fact that, guys, the Tessaiga, which is the legendary sword made from Inuyasha's father's tooth, a legendary dog demon whose name I forget. First, the Tessaiga is just normal. Then it becomes the red Tessaiga, and then the diamond Tessaiga, and then the fire Tessaiga, and then the dragon Tessaiga, before it ultimately evolves into the black Tessaiga. That is rich. That's what's more compelling than a color-changing sword?
I thought
Literally
the show
nothing.
was about race realism. How can the black Tetsaiga be the ultimate form?
Oh my god.
I think our judge
I'm
just dealt a devastating
sighing
blow.
at your argument
Your logic
right
is
now,
flawed.
TBH.
Your logic is flawed, Nate. You've been
Wait,
undone.
no. I've got it. Just as hollow is the natural state of man in Dark Souls, a black is the natural state of man.
Okay, no, you know what? I
Inuyasha.
take back my own point. The reason the black Tetsaiga is the ultimate is because black swords, just like black people, are nothing but tools to be wielded.
Oh no.
You see this,
Podcast's
folks?
over, everybody.
Yep.
You see this, folks? Each minute you watch of Inuyasha, the more red pills you take. Each minute of Inuyasha translates to one punch to a minority.
Is that why the first form is the red Tetsaiga? Because it's the red pill?
Oh
Now,
my
you
god!
know?
Holy shit!
There you go. You're making my case.
And that's why
You see?
Inuyasha dresses in red.
So I guess when he achieves his ultimate form, he's getting truly black pilled.
Oh,
with the black
Oh,
Tetsaiga.
that's
I
it.
think
It wasn't about
maybe
race.
that's
It
what-
wasn't about race
yeah,
at all. It's
yeah.
about the black pill,
Whoa.
for sure.
Maybe
Yeah.
if you use your fucking brain for a second, you'd have figured that out. You fucking quads.
I guess Nate has to
I
go
don't-
update his wiki now.
I don't like using Inuyasha's Asian name. I like using his standard proper Protestant name, aka Richard Spencer.
Yeah, is the recent uptick in Inuyasha, aka Richard Spencer activity, has been really good for Inuyasha sales and for morale amongst the troops. But what the fuck have you got? Nothing. You've got nothing.
Let me go. You know, Inuyasha is a powerful female protagonist, as we all know, and there's also another female protagonist that is as strong as as iron and as fucking flimsy as nothing, because she's not flimsy at all. Lucy, a goddamn bitch.
Yes.
She's the most powerful peanut of all. Let me tell you how. Okay, when it comes to this, like a battle of cultures, this is a battle of culture right now, a battle of ideas, of concepts. What costs more than money? A single dollar coin? Ideas cost more than a single. When you fucking, Lucy is a football star at her school. Always setting up footballs day in, day out, 9 to 5, grinding out, setting up footballs for hours on end, setting out all those goddamn footballs. And you maybe ask yourself, but she always pulls out like a goddamn, but she won't let me get my rocks off by kicking that football. Well, let me tell you this. If the other team can't kick a football, how are they going to get the touchdown? She's strategically moving the football out of the way so the game can't even be played. She knows that okay, it works like this. Here's the math for you. If the game starts, she has a 50% chance of losing. But if the game doesn't start, then she has a 100% chance of not losing because it's not happened yet. She's using out her brain. She's thinking outside the box. She's not beholden to any societal norms. Lucy's an alternative girl, and she's only here to make profits. And that's why in this battle of Inuyasha versus Charlie Brown, she has no scruples. She has no moral backbone. She'll be willing to stoop to any level to accomplish her goals. And her goals is the complete obliteration of the Japanese race. And
that is
I
why
would say we're completely on our way.
But Munchie, okay, what do you think of this theory? Is that if this is a strong, independent female character who don't need no man and will stoop to any level to accomplish what she wants, sounds like she's rolling with that feminist agenda, and she does dress in blue. Is she the blue pill to Inuyasha's red pill?
You know what, Tom? You're exactly right. And hey, where's the wind blowing right now, kid? Where's the wind blowing?
In that way, she is more powerful because, as we all know, blue-pilled cucks are king.
Yes.
Well, you might have your blue-pilled heroes, Harvey Weinstein, but we've got our red-pilled heroes, Hitler.
Sarkeesian.
So fuck that. Yeah, Anita Sarkeesian. That's right.
By the way, I have this note because in this book I'm reading, which I am thoroughly engrossed in because it is way better than any dumb anime.
Sure.
Fucking Charlie Brown is a fucking kingmaker because he was there when Lucy was a baby. She was just like, I'm a stupid, I don't know anything, I'm just doing nothing. And then he is the one who introduced her to like being a bitch and being a brat and knowing how to because he was funny when she fucked with him, so she learned how to be strong and independent by fucking with Charlie Brown.
Charlie's the linchpin in this entire operation. He's made all of
he brought out Lucy's true potential. He
Charlie Brown,
achieved self-actualization.
Charlie Brown is the Doc Scratch to the Peanut Gang's Alternia. He has made them everything they are. He has completely molded them and shaped them to the people they are before you.
Inuyasha has access to the Shikon jewel, which makes dreams real and can
Jewels
bring out the...
aren't real.
Charlie Brown doesn't even have dreams because he's too powerful.
Well, here's another thing. Here's another thing to bolster my argument. He fucking introduced Schroeder to the piano.
Yeah.
He did?
How did he has so much fucking influence. Inuyasha
he has access to that kind of technology? My God.
Yeah, the kid who is an insane piano man. Known for the piano. Charlie Brown was the guy to create that character. He basically is Andrew Hussey for his own comic. Like, he made himself. He created his whole universe by himself, probably. I'm guessing that.
Linus?
He may be.
What?
Go on. Go on. Finish about your
Linus, real name, dances with blankets. A Native American warrior. When he's not kicking back with brews of twigs and leaves and dancing for water like a fucking moron around fires, he's dishing out hard spiritual truths, asking questions like, what's it mean to feel? And like, where are all the virgins? I need to pray really hard right now. He's a Native American warrior, and he teaches Charlie Brown the spirit of Thanksgiving, and I think that's what you need to learn, you fucking uncivilized brutes. If you've never celebrated Charlie Brown like how the Peanuts celebrate Charlie Brown with a ton of bread and butter, then you're fucking missing out, and you don't know your goddamn shit.
But Munchie, what is Thanksgiving really about than race realism and race dominance? That's what Inuyasha's all about, I thought.
No. Charlie Brown teaches, just like with Snoopy and just with like Linus, that races don't matter. Charlie Brown is the ultimate like transcending racial boundaries. Charlie Brown is the idealist. Charlie Brown is the idealist here, and he's here to fucking spread his ideals throughout the land of equality and of equal pay for women. He knows that he doesn't do enough work in his own comic, and that Lucy, who's doing the exact same amount of work as him, deserves to be paid more than she is right now.
Is that why he
has the masculinity to prove
Does that mean he's purposely falling for the football trick every time? Is that his way to make reparations for the gender wage gap?
Exactly. He knows that it's hard on Lucy, so he's trying to ease the pain here of being discriminated against daily.
Tom, you've hit the nose on the head. This was my trump card, and I guess I better play it now because I think that in a straight up battle, I could see it going either way. Like the spiritual energies wielded by Charlie Brown and Inuyasha are both mighty. No one can deny. But I think, in my heart of hearts, I think that Inuyasha could have kicked that football. I think he could have done it.
Of course. He don't take no guff from no bitch.
I think
he will not stand for it.
He's got dog-like reflexes. He's got the inimitable Iron Reaver Soul Stealer, and unlike Charlie Brown, I think his friends would back him up. Moroku's black hole could hold the ball in place or some shit, or like the girl has a boomerang. That would probably be helpful.
In some way.
Listen.
So I don't know. I mean, I think that tips the scales.
Just answer me this one simple question. Is there a character that could even touch Inuyasha, let alone defeat him? And I'm not talking about anti-yokai barrier Inuyasha. I'm not talking about the Tessai Scabbard Kentatsu true form Tessaiga Inuyasha. I'm not even talking about the true form Kaze no Kizu, Bakura Yuha, power assimilation, indestructibility, barrier of wind access Tessaiga. I'm not even talking about the Akai Tessaiga with access to the Kekai Yubari, Akai Tessaiga with the enhanced wind scar ability, let alone the Kono Gosha Diamond Tessaiga with the adamant backlash wave, let alone the dragon scaled Tessaiga with advanced yokai absorption with the Yolketsu cutting technique and the Noko life root stock technique, let alone the flaming Tessaiga with flame attack resonance. No, and then ultimately with full mastery, 100% access power level to the fully awakened Black Tessaiga with the Meido Zangetsu Dark Path of the Dark Moon Wave technique with full access to Meido Blade dimension cutting technology. Could he stand up to that? Yes, a Dark Moon Wave Blade.
Well, shit, I'm convinced.
What do you have to say about that shit?
Linus has a blue blanket, and he sucks his thumb a lot, and you're fucking gay.
All those big Nihon words that you just said, they sound confusing, but I think we're all forgetting the most badass thing Inuyasha does. He's such a fucking thug. He literally uses his claws, rips himself open, and uses his blood as like blades and throws them at people.
When he's a demon man.
Exactly one time, and then never again.
No, that happened a bunch of times until he got the Tessaiga and totally forgot about it. But that first volume of the mango, that happened pretty often, and it was pretty cool.
Well, we see, that's exactly my point. Inuyasha is confusing. You have to Google search Inuyasha, watch online, English
What do you mean?
dub.
I memorized all that. I know this shit backwards and forwards. This is the most straightforward series of all time.
You have to search parsley through the jungles of Ethiopia just to try and find a single copy of Inuyasha English dub online. But for Charlie Brown, it's engraved to your soul. Even in your genetic code, you can see pictures of Charlie Brown. It's such an intellectual and monetary powerhouse that you can't fucking walk down the street without seeing him. He's so simple and intuitive to understand. There's no tutorial for Charlie Brown. When you boot up Inuyasha, you gotta learn how to read Japanese. Dude, you gotta learn about your Japanese lore. Charlie Brown, you gotta do that. All you gotta know about how fucking funny jokes are. That's the only thing you need to go on when you watch Charlie Brown for the first time is how funny jokes are. And boy,
There's one
are
factor.
they.
There's one factor that you've been underestimating this entire time, and it's the true trump card of the Inuyasha fan base. You're forgetting about, Seishomaru is relevant to this, but it is the Fujoshi IRL factor, the sheer ferocity of the Fujoshi community that wants to ship Inuyasha with every character, including Charlie Brown. The sheer raw sexual energy generated by this fan base cannot be matched by any monetary capitalist shill, including Charlie Brown and Lucy and all those cowards that live in their egalitarian utopia of the quote unquote United States of America, allegedly. What are you gonna do?
Dude,
Charlie Brown. Listen, Charlie Brown may be a proponent of equality and the obliteration of race. However, he's no fag, and if a guy were to even try and kiss him, he would be so forthwithly demolished and dissolved that there would be no recovery in store for him. There's just no way. Listen, it just all comes down to one thing: can Inuyasha kiss a boy? Because Charlie Brown sure can't, and therefore he has much more honor and will than Inuyasha ever could. And I think,
guys,
yeah,
yes,
Lucy is so hot, dude. So fucking cool. I'm reading this whole thing.
Yeah?
She's like my favorite character of all time. Look at those shoulders. Those are so
look at them shoulders, boy. God damn.
Look at that 7-year-old shoulders.
I don't know.
Does Inuyasha have this raw sex appeal that Peanuts the comic has?
There-
I don't think so.
I'll give you this. The one advantage that Charlie Brown has is the raw power of the pedophilia market is quite substantial.
How do you think Charlie Brown got as popular as it is today? It sure as hell wasn't the quality of those films, because they fucking suck. It must be something else, and it's that sex appeal that
oh my god! I've made a breakthrough discovery here on the peanuts.wikia.com/wiki, and that is that Charlie Brown literally fights World War II every day.
What?
Yeah.
How can this be?
Well, allow me to explain.
Please do.
Allow me to elaborate. The cat next door, also called World War II, is a recurring antagonist who attacks and antagonizes Charlie Brown and his beloved dog Snoopy. Charlie Brown is too powerful even to just destroy World War II, as he easily could. But he's chosen to cohabitate with it and harness its power. And I gotta applaud him for that.
Okay.
And just crack open the history book, Google search history.com. Who won World War II? Because it certainly wasn't Japan.
Oh God.
Remember Pearl Harbor? I do.
Yeah, we won that one for the good guys.
Yeah, and it was just loss after loss after that. Big guy, big lips. You got sure nice lips there. I hope they don't get chainsawed off, you fucking racist.
Oh God.
You better sleep
falling
with
apart.
one eye open, or else your body parts are gonna come right up. They're gonna be screwed right up.
Charlie, Big Dick Nuke Brown has been known to weaponize the nuclear.
Thickness.
The thickness of an atomic bomb is the one weakness of the Japanese people that would be a bit difficult to stand. But you're forgetting we've got anti-yokai fields with the Tessaiga. They repel nuclear blasts like they're a fucking joke.
So here's the thing. Here's the big problem. The big wrong with Inuyasha is that you're saying all these things, and I don't care. But this thing is that I'm reading it. And it's just so good. It's just so good, Charlie Brown.
Look.
I love this neighborhood. It's the fucking coolest. You get to see the fucking kids get introduced as babies and grow up around Charlie Brown, who apparently doesn't age. He's just sort of fucking like a god in this realm.
And in our own.
Inuyasha was a young man for like 200 years or something, so he's doing pretty well on the. Wait, is that accurate? I can't remember. He's fine.
Don't second guess yourself, you fucking
Inuyasha's
fag.
hundreds of years old.
He was pinned to that
right.
tree for fuck knows how long, right?
I don't think that was that long because he got unpinned in the past, right? As I recall, is that?
Look, you can't even remember the details
No,
of your fucking
it did.
thing.
Superpowers, perfect.
Like, obviously,
yes.
you're proving to me that you don't care, and because it sucks.
Aboriginals deep within the outback read Charlie Brown on a daily basis, and I guarantee you, if I went up to an Aboriginal chief, he could recite me with his photographic memory every single individual instance of Charlie Brown. But if I showed him the gobbledygook chink speak that is Inuyasha, he'd spit right in my fucking face and kick me out of his village. I guarantee you.
Also, here's a damning part of all this.
Okay.
Charles M. Schultz, right? He used to be like great at drawing, great and stuff, but he had a terrible illness, and he had like a shaky hand syndrome, and he was like, oh no, my drawing days are over. Except he didn't. Except he continued, and Charlie Brown, the style changed, and he just continued to make the best comic of all time, but with like a terrible arthritic, like old shaky hand, old man, like I can't fucking hold a pen.
I have
and he
great
still
respect.
did it.
I
And
have great respect for the
was
fact that he
the
was
best
able to
fucking guy of all time.
He kept
And
making that
fuck you.
comic despite having that disability, but consider the disability of Rimiko Takahashi of being a woman. You have to compensate for that massive setback. You know, that should not be underestimated. She still managed to red pill us all through her incredible seminal work, Inuyasha. I rest my case.
I think you need to
That's
get
it, ladies
knocked
and
flat on your ass and buried deep in underground.
Okay, there's one
Before you
important
hurt
point that
another
we're ignoring
soul
here.
with the words you just said.
Look. So we've made the point that Charlie Brown has the nuclear bomb, and that's a very powerful weapon that ravaged Japanese people. But do you really think? do you really think that the Japanese took that defeat sitting down? Of course not. Of course not. They hatched a plan for revenge, and over the next 60, 70 years, look what they've done. They've created anime and hentai and have emasculated the entire Western population.
That's right.
Point
That's
entirely in favor of Charlie Brown.
No, it's
Charlie
not.
Brown, Charlie Brown has no sex. There is not a single instance of people having sex in Charlie Brown.
Japan remains a
babies
strong
just appear.
patriarchal
The parents are
society,
never
while
seen.
America continually gets feminized and blue-pilled to hell, and it's all fallen apart. While the strong imperialist Japanese Nipponese will remain impervious to this cowardly degradation.
Japanese
They're playing the long game. They're playing the long game.
Japanese is gonna be underwater in like 6 years, and where is Charlie Brown gonna be then? He's gonna be fucking scuba diving, trying to find Inuyasha. But oh wait, no one remembers Inuyasha because he's a weak-willed fucking beta male cuck.
Well,
There's no statues dedicated to fucking Inuyasha. There's no Knott's Berry Farm but for Inuyasha. There's only Knott's Berry Farm for fucking Snoopy.
I actually, legions of fangirls have miniature statues of Inuyasha spread across households across the world. They're called anime figurines. You might have heard of them. So wake the fuck up from this daydream you're living in. I bet there's 1,000 million times more anime figurines of Inuyasha and the myriad characters from their incredible fan fiction works than there will ever be of Inuyasha anywhere at any time.
I have a damning argument against Charlie Brown. I don't think he's the
Excellent.
American patriot that we all have assumed that he is, because I'm seeing on the wiki that there is an 8-part educational animated cartoon series called This Is America, Charlie Brown, where Charlie Brown learns about historical events and people from America, implying that he didn't already know, implying that he's some kind of communist
That's right.
spy.
Exactly.
No,
Socialist
he's a
bitch.
child, you idiot. He needs to learn, and he's learning. He's so interested in learning the American history.
Well, I'm sorry,
that he
I
makes
was
a
born
whole
an American,
8-part
unlike
series.
Charlie Brown.
George Washington was not born with his thick
That's 'cause
cock.
he made
with
America,
his
goddammit.
thick
He
cock
made it
and,
with
and
his own
his
2
lust for
hands.
freedom. His father had to teach him the wily ways.
What has
and
Charlie Brown ever created other than
each
disappointment
generation,
in
they
his
get more and
parents'
more
eyes?
powerful. And Charlie Brown is the culmination of all the generations prior, and they have taught him all of
Look,
their most
you're
potent
forgetting
and
Charlie
powerful
Brown
ideas.
is the Avatar.
You forgot. Okay, you want to talk about nuclear bombs and talk about radiation? How about the fact that Charlie Brown has cancer and is falling apart at the fucking seams? It's obvious to all of us. His hair is falling out. The boy has cancer. This is common knowledge. He's he can't.
He's a
dog
skinhead, Nate. You
demon
ever heard
man.
of a skinhead? He's a skinhead and he doesn't need the hair. He's here to proudly boast his ideology across the fucking world.
Inuyasha's hair, I think, is a strong point in his favor.
Indeed.
Charlie Brown's hair situation, in spite of his other many heroic achievements, is frankly embarrassing.
That's right.
Well, all right. In that respect, I would say that Inuyasha is likened to like a young hip vlogger in that he is just
What's more
his
powerful
hair.
than that?
He is just his hair, and the rest of his personality doesn't exist. If he didn't have that hair, nobody would care.
but he does. And therefore, I
Truly,
rest
you
my
cannot
case.
tell me the other.
Well, Charlie Brown lives in envy of Inuyasha's hair. That's all I know. There's no doubt
Charlie
about that.
Brown, it is a conscious decision to never have a single fucking spike of hair on his head for the rest of his fucking days. Because he knows he doesn't need such earthly mortal pleasures such as those. such as having hair on his head.
You're just dancing around the fact that Inuyasha is superior on this front.
By the way, you realize like testosterone, testosterone makes hair fall out. Like that's why like the masculine men have no hair at all.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Don't tell me Inuyasha's could be low test after all this. Please, God.
I think Inuyasha's pumped with E, dude. I think they're fucking straight up pumped with that.
We gotta get those T levels up. Stat Inuyasha.
And in this battle of T's versus E's, who will win? I think we all know the Chad Thundercock to end all Chad Thundercocks, Charlie Brown. He will ascend from the heavens, completely obliterate.
Inuyasha loses all his power under the full moon.
Under the new moon, he goes human.
Because he's a new male cuck loser.
No,
I'm thinking he's beholden to that menstrual cycle, dog. I'm thinking he's synced up. I'm thinking his cycle is synced up with Kagome and Kikyo.
He spent too much time around Kagome's disgusting E that's leached into him by proximity. The osmosis powers were too strong. The black Tessaiga that could cut through destiny also cut the gender boundaries, making him a weak new male cuck.
Charlie Brown doesn't even have cells. He can't even have E. He doesn't even need them. He's just made out of pure metals, like gold and silver, and he glistens in the sun.
If you cut open Charlie Brown, you would find that he is in fact a single-celled organism whose cell membrane is composed of precious metals, and who inside of him is nothing but giant metallic mitochondria, fueling
his mighty combustion cycle.
If he's pure mitochondria, why
through
can't he
this
play
earthly
fucking
world?
baseball, though?
Because he knows that sports are for losers, and he only cares about the esports scene. He practices fucking League every day.
Then why is he
training?
showing up to play baseball instead of fucking playing LOL at his house where he belongs?
Off screen. It happens off screen. Nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
You don't. If you're a pro esports
just
player,
know
you
that
don't
he
have
does.
time to do anything. The entire
That's
show
correct.
would just be him sitting in front of his computer.
He's such a natural talent, he doesn't even need it. He's such a natural talent. As soon as we boots up LOL, and he gets to the point where the Zorg Runch happens, then he's in his element. He knows exactly what's going on, and it's all instinctual.
Okay,
He doesn't even need to practice. He
sure.
just has it all in his brain. He was born to do this. What's more American than esports? Nothing.
I mean, I guess we'll just have to leave that question up to our viewers to decide.
Yeah.
They're the ones who, who's the plebe and who's the weeb?
yeah,
Charlie Brown
who's
or
the Charlie
Inuyasha?
Brown and who's the Inuyasha? Shall we move? I don't think we're unstoppable force meets an unmovable object here. Charlie Brown versus Inuyasha is just too passionate a subject for us to combat on. It's too close to our hearts, and if one were to be crowned the winner, the opposing force would be disintegrated instantly, and we can't have that. Now, can we?
I was definitely holding back. If I had laid my whole penis on the counter, people would have
the
died.
crown would shake. All right, I think this has been a good, healthy, quality of life discussion.
Yeah,
here.
a spirited debate on this topic that I, of course, won. But, I appreciate you showing up.
Well, Nate, as I pity you and all of your philosophical insights, why don't you read us a pity question from Twitter?
Yes. You guys know the deal. You're the bonus PCP people, so you already know about the hashtag AskPCP. Okay, here we go. Excuse
me.
Wait. How about? Okay, here we go. At Benjamin Whistle asks,
Oh, it's
what's
Whistler.
the best? Oh, you know this man? Okay, cool. What's the best party you've ever been to? What's the best party you've ever
The
been to?
Nazi part.
I've only ever
Yeah.
Charlie Brown, otherwise known as the head of the National Socialist Party of
Right.
Germany. Yeah, the German Workers' Party. Yeah. I've only ever been to
Sounds
one.
pretty
exactly
un-American
one,
to me, buddy.
Yeah, I've only ever been to exactly one party in my life, and that was with Ben Satan here. Just a,
Yes.
It was.
Yes.
What about the rooftop party that we were at Crunchyroll
Oh, yeah, okay,
convention
never
or
mind.
whatever?
I completely birds eye out of the water, and there's no even
that's right.
question. That was the best party I've ever been to. In
My
fuck-
party
a rooftop
my party was
soiree.
disappointing.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
awful.
was it now?
There were apples there. That was cool.
There
Oh
were apples
wow!
and
Look at
caramel.
Applejack over here.
Yeah.
Way to stay in character, you fucking asshole. All right, good.
Big Mac's my
excellent.
favorite.
I went to a college party one time that had one of those ice slides that you slide a shot down and drink it at the bottom.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. That's all I got.
We're getting a lot. Oh, well, no, go on. Sorry.
I got nothing. All parties are
I've
terrible.
never been to a
rooftop
party
soiree.
I've enjoyed. They've all sucked.
all the good parties are the parties that happen at my house, because
Sure.
that means I can hide in my room if I'm not feeling up for it. But then I can come
Yes.
down and say, yeah, let's drink a bit. But as for parties I've gone and went to, obviously BronyCon.
Well,
that
of
was a pretty
course.
good one.
Is that
The
kind
whole
of a
thing-
party?
Is
It was
that-
pretty
Life's
good.
a
We're like
party.
eating
Con's
pizza
parties?
with Tom and Nate and Ben and everyone except
Yeah.
Munchie.
Yeah,
Munchie,
yeah.
you
If
weren't
that
there.
counts as a party, then that's the
you might
best
have been
one.
there.
I don't
Munchie
think
was
I
at
will.
BronyCon
Munchie
when
was-
we were there.
Munchie was there for both.
Wait, was it?
No, I mean
was-
for specifically
yeah.
the pizza party in the Tom's.
Oh, right, I remember
hotel.
I don't think I will. I remember hearing about that, and then like I think I might have asked if I could come, and someone said no.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was a pizza eating situation. A man in a pizza suit doesn't want to be at a place where a lot of
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
consuming pizza at a rapid pace.
Yeah,
accidents
it would
can
have been
happen.
traumatic for me.
Indeed. Well, that's it. That's enough of the pity questions.
that
Let's
was
get to the
awful.
real ones.
All right, bust down the fucking doors. Who is the sexiest peanut? We've been waiting this entire discussion to get to the real meat and bones of
Yeah.
this topic here. The only thing that we actually
Well-
care about, who is the sexiest
Dude,
Charlie
there's
Brown
one
character?
man who's down and dirty on the Peanuts, and it's
Yeah.
that filthy creature. I don't know his name, but I just know his sexual energy.
Pigpen.
By,
Do you mean
by
Pigpen?
sight.
Yeah.
Pigpen, of
Pigpen.
course. It's Pigpen.
He's just trying to get some stank on for his hang lows. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right.
You might think that it's Lucy for me, but it's actually like I believe her older sister, or at least someone who looks like a Violet, like the OG Violet is like yeah, she's cool.
I do
It's-
remember
it's
Violet,
great.
now that you
It's gotta
mention
be the little red-haired girl, because you never see her, and you know it's the sexiest thing is what you don't see. You know, it's got that
True.
mystique, got
It's
that
true.
mysterious.
I
The
was-
imagination.
I was gonna say the same thing because, like, in my mind, she's obviously perfect because that's how she's characterized. So it's everything that I would want.
She's the original waifu.
It's
What do you think
true.
about this? I just Googled Peanuts Violet, and there's a quote from Violet that says, "It's a strange thing about Charlie Brown. You almost never see him laugh. What secrets does Charlie Brown
Whoa.
have? What trauma has he experienced?"
I'm fucking telling you, he's a popcorn nihilist. He's only into nihilism for the fucking
Yeah,
thrill
okay.
of it.
Oh my God! Wait, look
It's
at, look at-
actually great. This comic. I'm
You wanna
reading
talk
it,
about
like
sexual
the very
energy.
beginning at least. It's just like yeah,
Just
yeah.
look at this. Look at this picture of Violet here. What is this slut doing, teasing us in this way? It's downright
you
sin.
know.
Oh Christ! I'm sweating up right now.
Yeah, exactly. Other
I-
question?
Yeah, it would have to be Woodstock for me. There's just something about his subtle curves and the way that he flip flaps in the air that I just can't resist.
Indeed.
That
all of
nose
these,
is pretty great.
all of the. Oh, by the way, that was by like multiple people. So,
Oh, really? Okay.
shout out to all the people who all together asked, "What is the sexy Charlie Brown character?" There's Figgison and there's JTH. All of these
okay.
are absolutely abysmal in the bonus.
Well, how about this one? What foreign by Wada? What foreign country do you want to visit and eat snacks in? I like that question. Snacks. Greece.
Greek snacks
But
are
they're
pretty
so
good.
greasy, Gib. They're so greasy.
Clever.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
it's a
funny.
slow
But
build.
like,
It's a
like
slow
No
Yeah,
one's
like,
ever thought of
fucking-
making that pun before.
I
I'm
fucking
blown
nailed
away
it.
by your intellectual wit.
Indeed.
The Vatican. I want to go to the Vatican and snack on some of the blood and body of Christ.
Not bad. Not bad.
I could really go for some of that right about now.
There's no country that interests me like how my favorite online MMORPG World of Warcraft interests me. There's no earthly place that I could go to where I would be happier than how I am happy logged into WoW. So there's really no country I would like to travel to.
Okay.
There's just nothing that could interest me as much as playing as a funny orc.
I forgot about Japan. They have like weird tasting Kit Kats. I want to know what that is.
Really? That's interesting.
Gotta
They
get
have like
some of those
strawberry
matcha Kit Kats.
Pepsi. I kind of want to try strawberry Pepsi. Japan has some weird shit. All right.
They got like shrimp flavored everything
Yeah, they
and
do.
stuff, and that's pretty cool.
There are no.
Why don't we just make
questions.
PCPHQ in Japan? Like, why are we beating around the bush? That's clearly the end game.
I mean,
That's
it's
true.
because we're racist.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Let's expand the questions to the main patron lounge. I'm just gonna be like questions now.
Yeah,
We gotta do it in America, the only country in the world where everyone's white, no questions asked.
Okay, let's find one to salvage this while we're in the middle here. What do we got? Does anyone in the podcast think Virginia's new Congresswoman Dianica Roem is hot?
Let me Google real quick.
I don't know, but I'm gonna say no.
Look
Dianica.
at this.
There's
fucking
nothing
guy.
sexy about government
she's
service.
Di-
Let's
not
be
Diana-
honest.
Diana what? Diana what?
It's Dianica
Diana
Roem.
Spike.
Wait, Danica. It's Danica Roem. Danica Roem.
It doesn't matter what she looks like. Being involved in the
No.
government is inherently unattractive.
Wait a minute. She's transgender. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Really?
Oh, now we're gay. At least I think she
Phew,
is.
dodge the fucking bullet.
This guy, best usage for a secondary
God.
backup computer
Oh,
while the main
those
computer
teeth.
still works. Who are you kidding? Who do you think likes you?
Wait, what was the question?
What's the best usage for a secondary computer?
Second monitor.
No, what's the best usage for a secondary backup computer while the main computer still works?
Mining
monitor.
Bitcoin,
Second
obviously.
monitor.
Mining cryptocurrency,
I-
obviously.
I-
That's
Use
that's
it.
what you gotta
No,
do.
you fool! You use it exclusively for porn, so no one can ever find your browser history on your main computer.
That's not bad.
They'd never
100%
think.
safe.
They'd never
No one
think
will
to
care.
check my other computer.
Exactly. They won't know. It's a secret.
Here's an actual answer to that.
Okay.
You have
Cryptocurrency is
one,
legit, dog.
You
Okay,
have
go
one
on.
computer that is like for fucking around,
Yeah.
and then you have another one which is for work that is not connected to the internet.
Ooh, like George R.R. Martin.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what he does.
Sure.
That's what
Makes
he
The
does.
sense.
computer he writes on is so ancient. I'm terrified that it's just gonna die or something. Like he writes in like
That would be
Star
bad.
Office
he
or
Get a
writes into
fucking
something.
the cloud
external
on
hard drive,
DOS.
you dumb fat shit. It's not even hard.
That's probably why the book's taken
George
so
R.R.
long. His
Martin
computer
invented
probably
external
died.
hard drives.
He has to
was
rewrite the whole
he
fucking
went to the
thing.
first ever Comic-Con and he invented the external hard drive and nothing was ever the same. Thank you very much.
I was so
Someone should invent the internal hard drive so that you could just have information on your person.
That'd be good.
I was so passionate and driven with the topic, and now that we're here with the questions, and all of them, every single one
They're
has
all-
been absolutely abysmal. I just can't even think to muster any happy
Hey
thoughts
guys,
whatsoever.
Appleen asks, "What's your guilty pleasures? Could be music, food, media, etc."
Oh my
Appleen,
fucking God.
what are you doing, buddy?
What?
Wait, okay,
What's
here's a good
happening
one.
here?
Gupple asks, "Best way to die?" Please consult Appleen for the answer to that question. He's got you covered. He's got you covered.
But best way to die: reading the questions you people send each week.
Oh my lord!
What's
oh,
the
wait,
most
wait. You know
evil
what? There's
thing
probably
a
something on the
person
Twitter.
could do or has done by Hod
Guys, I forgot. We
wait,
can
wait.
rest. We can salvage things from the lowly pity questions on the Twitter. I bet there's
Yes,
some decent
yes.
ones. Of course.
God damn it.
Will PCP get at Janie's Mokodomaru ask, will PCP get further than biggest problem? Absolutely. There's no question about
God
it.
damn it!
Uh,
I was gonna make sure to bring that up once we get to episode 108. I believe that
What-
would be
Shit. What was
Okay,
the last thing I said? Because I just realized my mic's been off for I don't know how long.
I don't know. I
okay,
don't
Something
know.
about
alright,
George
we'll
R.R. Martin or some
Okay.
gay shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
I see. carry on. Excuse me. Never mind. This didn't happen. I'm editing this out.
Good. Lecture. No, that's bad. No, wait. Oh God, these are all bad.
From
Nate,
the
no.
patron
you know what we need
lounge-
to do?
no.
Nate, this is what we need to
What?
do. We've done commenter rules twice. We need to do questioner rules.
Oh my God, we should actually do that.
It's I mean, it's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Well, a
The
whole
people want to
podcast
know.
about how to ask questions,
Yeah.
and then the end questions will be terrible in that episode.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. What
They
we're
have
gonna
no
do?
rules
This is what the episode would be. We would start the show as normal. We'd be like, "Hey guys, ask questions," and then we would read the questions right from the beginning and say, "This is why it sucks, and this is what the rules are. Don't do this." So we just tear apart the questions for that episode in real time as we lay out the rules
I'm really
of how to
into
ask
that.
good
I'm really into
questions.
Okay, well, hey, all these questions on the thing are terrible, but also I'm into that idea. Okay, here's a question. This is a personal question, so maybe we can expand on this. AJ Shoop, proud commenter and proud. Patron,
Yeah.
asks, PCP, I'm in a pickle right now. I like a girl, she likes me, but her and I don't share 100% of interests. We live about an hour apart, and we have a complicated romantic history. In all honesty, is it worth pursuing? Also, we don't both have much sexual interest, so that's not a deciding factor, except that it removes that stress.
Well,
Wait,
think about all that.
if you're not interested in that, then what is the problem with the fact that it's long distance? You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. That's exactly what I'm
well,
wondering.
no, there's far more things about long distance that's bad. About besides.
Did you
sex.
say an hour
There's
equals
close
less?
to-
What?
There's, well, okay, yeah, an
Well,
hour
I
is
wouldn't consider
literally
an
nothing.
hour long distance at all.
I disagree. An hour is a pretty substantial distance
Yeah,
between somebody.
you can visit each weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that you can. But that's kind of a barrier right there. You have to plan it.
It's a bit
and
of a barrier.
arrange
I
it.
mean,
Yeah, sure, but not that.
Not
I don't-
everybody's
I don't
not
think-
everybody's in a bustling city where you can just see someone 10 minutes away.
I don't
from
think
you.
an hour.
1
I don't think an hour
away
is
means
enough.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
That I would be like, well, this is a
any
deal
of you
breaker.
are even thinking about that.
I disagree. Well,
Like,
okay,
like
but
when
nonetheless,
it's
that
a
doesn't
long
matter.
distance, it is always like a 10-hour
Yeah.
plane
Yeah.
Well-
journey for me.
Long,
Well,
long
I
distance
mean,
that always sucks. You shouldn't do it. It's terrible.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Like
feel
1 hour
strongly
is
about
like
the long
not
distance
the same thing at all.
I don't want long distance relationships because I want to be close to the person I'm dating, as I'm doing right now, and it's good. And I would not accept it on other terms because that's what's important to me. If someone else doesn't agree, then they should do whatever the fuck they want.
What-
So all that.
What I don't
Okay,
understand
but this
here-
person's also got baggage. She's like, oh,
yeah,
we
that's
have a complicated,
the complicated
romantic
history,
and we don't share.
That's the red
interests,
flag
you know?
for
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Well, I was
Yeah,
gonna say, okay,
yeah.
you don't have sexual interests and you don't have normal interests together. So
Exactly.
what is?
So what's the connection here?
Yeah. What's the connection here? Why do you care?
Okay, you
Yeah,
you
it
got to do a
doesn't
math
seem-
problem in your head. You got to take the things that you like about dating or whatever, and then
I don't-
divide that by the fact that you live far apart, and then subtract from that. Apparently there's the romantic history that's complicated, aka not good, and also this discrepancy on your interests. So that's all negative stuff, and you just got to decide if it's worth it to do it. Because this guy says that he doesn't have much sexual interest, which I think is weird, but that's just me. So I don't know why you date anyone if you don't want to fuck them. I do not understand it.
Right.
I do not understand it. Why not just be friends with this person if that's what you want?
Because if you don't want to have sex, you can still
Yeah.
be more intimate and close and have
Yeah,
physical
yeah.
contact that wouldn't be normally permissible by people who are just friends. It gives you
I guess so. I just feel like that's just
I don't know. I think if someone's just not
skinship.
interested in sex, period, then I think we shouldn't judge their relationship by the same standards
Yeah.
as someone who is interested. in
Right.
I think it's
I
different.
mean,
Sure,
I wouldn't
okay.
be
Changes
down
the
for
whole
that, but that's-
landscape.
I just
agree.
think my big red flag is that if you've had complications with this person before, what's to say
Yeah.
that anything has changed? Because nothing you've mentioned says that anything significant has changed. It
That's
sounds
right.
like you're just
That's
setting
right.
yourself up to be knocked down again.
Nothing
and
except more
tread,
barriers seem to have
tread
appeared.
very carefully if you pursue this.
You know what? I mean, let's cut to the core of it. This man has obviously got some one-itis going on. If he had options, he would not be pursuing this thing with
What is
baggage.
that?
So that's the thing, dude. Go pursue other girls. There's
Oh.
tons of them out there. go be a man and go talk to girls, be friends with them, and if that doesn't work out, fall back on your starter bitch. But if not, then you'll have yourself some other seeds that you can pursue.
Jeez.
That's what you do.
Great.
This is great.
Yeah.
This is great advice. It really is great. So no, seriously, plant seeds, meet other women. You will be happier that you did.
Everything you said up until, and if all else fails, fall back on your starter bitch.
That's playing the game, man. That's playing the game.
Well, hang on. If she's just a starter bitch and a fallback option, then why? It sounds like you wouldn't even really want
Well,
her. You know,
he's
what
got
I'm saying?
one-itis. He's got one-itis right now because he's got one thread
Like,
here that's going with this
how
one
do you
girl
know
and probably
this?
no
We
others.
know nothing about
I
this
know
person.
because he's a patron of the PCP. I can
okay.
tell. I can tell.
I can't argue with that logic.
I got no disrespect for him. I'm just trying to give man-to-man advice because I've been there, man. I've been there. Play the field. Go play the field, dog.
I don't think
Sure.
that having one-to-one interest is crucial. However,
course not.
the way he's describing this leads me to believe that there's not a lot of connections here, just in any aspect whatsoever.
One-itis. He's just got one thing, and he's trying to make it work because it's his best chance. Dude, when I dated my girlfriend, we had so many problems with each other, but it was my one bitch, so I stuck with it, and I was like, no, I'm going to make this work. And what a mistake that was. Don't do it, dog. Don't do it.
All right, well, there you go.
Was that a Twitter
makes
question?
sense
Will
to
he
me.
even hear?
That was from the
this?
bonus lounge, or that was from the Patreon
Okay.
lounge, but from a bonus
Okay,
PCP pledger guy, AJ Shoop.
All right,
Getting his money worth this week.
Indeed,
This
indeed.
sucks. This is real
That one was
bad.
that was juicy. That one was juicy. Okay, how about this one? Meron Pan says, can you talk about experiences you've had with public transport? I ride about an hour a day, and usually that's the time I get to watch your guys' content, so much so that you're pretty much synonymous with the trolley to me. We are trolley folk, everybody. We're trolley folk.
I love public transport. I love waiting for buses and waiting for planes, and I love riding them, and I love just like having some time to not. I don't have to think about anything because I'm on my way to something, but for now I can just chill.
I long
Yeah.
for public transit because there's no public transit in my area at all. It's
Yeah, that's the
car
thing.
or
That's the
nothing,
thing.
and it sucks balls. And
That's
I
America
hate
for
it,
you.
especially when your car dies and you're poor. So now I have no car. So now I just don't go anywhere. Ever.
That is very sad, and I would just say try to move to a city when you can. Like if that's the
the
situation,
plan
that's,
right
you know,
now.
that's all you can do. Yeah.
I live near London, and there's the London Underground tube network, which is like I think one of the most
London.
complex webs of tube undergroundness in the world, and it's really convenient and it's really cool, because when a train goes through the tunnel, it pushes air or it pulls air. So sometimes you're walking around and then there's like a big gust of wind. You're like, oh, I'm underground, but it's windy. So yeah, that's cool. I like the underground.
That's cool.
Planes are alright.
No,
it's just
planes suck.
No, they're alright once you're in them. And
Well, you know what? You're like half my size, so for you, I'm sure planes are fine.
Oh,
for me,
right. That
they're
would
the
be a
worst.
difference, wouldn't it?
I've never ever really had a problem with like
planes.
leg space.
I hate planes. I'm so scared whenever I'm on a plane because it's loud and I'm in the air and I want to like relax and like sleep through the flight, but I just can't not think about my precarious situation.
I do
and
that
like
too.
if anything goes wrong, I'm gonna die.
I'm never sure if I'm like sensitive to the pressure change because like they like pressurize the cabin and stuff, or if I'm just stressed out. But my arteries always feel like they're constricting, and I feel like I get a headache, and it's really weird. I don't like planes. Suck.
Planes
They're
are
the
fucking
worst.
euphoric for me, and I love flying more than life itself. And I
Okay.
cannot wait. Whenever I get on a trip, my favorite part's always getting on the plane because you go into that fucking sick ass airport, and you know everything looks crazy, and you get that sense
And
of
you know
travel,
someone's gonna
and
look
I
at your
cannot
dick
wait to
when you go
board
through that
each
goddamn
time. And on the
scanner.
plane, it's great, and it feels cool. I love getting the window seat so I can look out and see, take out the ground, and the way I feel about like the danger of it is I feel the same way about roller coasters. It would be more expensive for them if I died, so they are probably going to make it sure that I don't die because it wouldn't be very convenient for them if I did.
Logically, that makes sense, but
Yeah.
this is an instinctual reaction that I have.
Well,
I
you're
can't
a
not
punk.
be scared on an airplane. Well, sure.
I don't know. I don't know why I don't have any problems with
Yeah,
flying.
I have zero problem.
But one of my favorite
I hate
things
the waiting
about
time.
it
That's the worst part.
is like a night flight or like any public transport at night, but especially in a plane. Like I think I may have mentioned this on another PCP, but like, flying from America at night to home, England, is like, it's like a night flight. Like, it's 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 going like fast through the night, so it's like the night is shorter than it would otherwise be, so you can see the clouds, like it's just pitch black outside, and then slowly the clouds are like dark gray, and then you just see the sun coming and lighten everything up. It's the coolest thing ever, and I have like the Homestuck what was it, Volume 5 Bandcamp, like, on repeat, like, listening, looking at the clouds. I'm like, it's fucking the best thing I've ever seen.
Hippo, do you do this as well? Because whenever I get on a plane, I always, like, turn on Cascade, and I try and time it, so, like, when the song gets going, I lift off and I land and stuff.
It's now, like, every single time I go public transport anywhere, it's just like I put on Cascade just eventually, and I'll be like,
no
I'm so pumped to be traveling somewhere.
Why don't you go retrieve some arms? Why
don't
you?
And you'll be dead in the ground when we retrieve arms. You'll be gone.
That's what I want. By the way, I am a rich industrialist, so I would never take public transportation under any circumstances. I fly solo, baby.
What about Star Trek?
But I have a half an hour long commute to and from work. It's a half an hour like each way to work every day, and I very much enjoy that time just listening to things or kind of chilling. It's a little annoying because like it's time that could be used to do things, but I just enjoy it. I
kind of hate a short trip. I like it when it's so long that I have to think about stuff while I'm there. Like I don't like.
I feel exactly the same.
Yeah.
I love being able to justify to myself like having like thinking time. And whenever I can justify having thinking time, I love it. So right now, my current thinking times are going to the bathroom and long drives, and I love long drives. Because I can just listen to Cascade and think about stuff. And there's an excuse because I can't be on the computer or do anything. So I just have an excuse to just look out the window and think about shit, and it's great.
To just fucking live for a minute. You know?
Yeah.
Fuck computers.
I'm gonna turn mine off right now.
Good idea.
Save your audio.
He's going off the grid.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Should we do one more question? I don't know. How about one more question?
I could do one more.
Right.
All right.
One more. If it's good.
This will be interesting to hear from you guys. Me Cool Man, M.I. Cool Man, asks from the Patron Lounge, asks, how long could you hold a normie office job? And I know this has been touched on to various degrees, but what do you guys think?
Well,
I know
had
exactly. Actually,
Okay.
Because I've done a normie office job, and it was 2 weeks because then
2 weeks.
They let me go. But even though I wanted to commit suicide about 20 minutes into doing it, as soon as I sat down, they told me to open up Excel. I was like, can I just Excel my death, please? This sucks.
Well, I had a job at the engineering firm that I worked at, which was pretty much a normal office job, and I didn't like it, but I stuck it out there until I eventually got downsized or laid off because they didn't like me or something. I'm not sure. That was like 6 months or so. So I guess I handled it okay, but I guess I also didn't do a great job because they didn't want to. It was like a temporary work placement, and they didn't make me permanent. So I can hold one for a while, but not well. Not well, is my takeaway.
I'm a baby, and I don't know, but probably not a long time, because it would make me want to die. And if I want to die, then I will be dead. When I think about something, when I put my mind to something, it gets done.
Munchie, I have a hard time imagining you in an office setting. Like I can't. Someone with such a high Christ consciousness, I can't even expect you to be able to contain a facade of normalcy long enough to make it through a workday.
I sit in my Excel file to my boss, and every single cell just has the word nigger in it in all caps.
Well, I live this life. I every fucking day of the week I go to my normie job, and I've been doing so for over 2 years now. And
I don't
it's
understand.
Okay. But of course, my goal in life is to end this and to do, not do it anymore.
To kill yourself.
You're honestly too well adjusted to be on this podcast.
Enough. Well, it's that's the thing though. I really have to. I'm not putting on a pretending or putting on a mask. I'd say, but you present yourself in different ways in different situations, and I feel it very starkly these days when I go to work versus when I'm. on here.
I can the performance part of being and acting normal when I'm at a job like that. That's not the problem. The problem to me is the soul crushing. Just I literally would rather be dead than being here.
I don't feel that strongly about it. My job is
it's
fairly nice,
instant.
I guess.
And it's not just it's worse at an office job, but even like when I work at like a Best Buy or like a retail position.
That's
like, as
way
soon as
worse,
I
in my opinion.
walk in the doors, instantly want death.
I mean, in my job, I'm like sort of, like a member of a team actually accomplishing things. So like there is a real sense of gratification I get to some degree at my job. It is not like a nightmare, but I have worked at Best Buy and things like that. Now those are soul crushing and feel like any retail job. Now that, but they're not talking about it. They said office specifically, and I guess it depends. Like this, I'm a programmer. This is a real job that like takes training and years to like be able to do. So there was a level of like freedom you get when you're kind of
Yeah.
I
will say I also did, in addition to this one like 3-week period, I also did it was technically an office job. I did a summer and a winter program at Hanscom Air Force Base, and I had to be in a cubicle and stuff. And it was just like for college students to get like experience and stuff, and that was supposed to be my job after school before Obama cut funding and I lost my job 2 weeks before I graduated. That was fun. But the best part about that is there was a guy who was like working in IT, and he was super cool, and we would just like he'd just like come over and be like, hey man, and then we both have nothing to do, we just sit and like watch YouTube videos and watch hard gay on his phone, because that was back when that was really popular.
Yeah.
And it was some funny shit, and it was
and
good.
thus
It was,
Brony Curious was born.
oh, this was way before that. It was like 4 years before that was even a twinkle in my eye.
Well, I aspire to live the office life of my favorite intense business corporation, Mother's Basement Limited Corporation, producing such wonderful products as 5 super superhero anime to watch before One Punch Man. Yes, this is. I mean, if I had that,
is that a real video?
That's 4 days ago. Just
Oh.
that's the real shit right
Good.
there.
I mean, I clicked on that and it was alright.
Sounds like a team I want to be part of.
I'm just busting Jeff's
I
balls.
have a fucking work thing, office thing that I was waiting. Fucking work experience. I was like 15, and I went into an office place, and it was like Expedia.com, like the
Oh, that place.
they make planes go or something.
Yeah.
And I sat at the thing, and they said, okay, here's some things to do. Here, do this Excel spreadsheet, and then photocopy this paper. And I was smart, and they didn't think they didn't think I was smart, and I did it in 5 minutes, and then I spent the rest of the day watching YouTube videos. And then they brought snacks, and I had snacks, and I was eating, and I was like, you know what, works pretty good. And I
That's
just
kind
went
of what
home.
my job's like. A little
And
bit.
it's like nobody really checked on me, and I did do the work I was supposed to. But it
that's
I can
the best
I can
case
imagine
scenario.
I can imagine feeling like nothing in life exists, because after a certain amount of time you will eventually get bored of watching YouTube videos.
True.
And you want to do something else like playing a game, but you can't really do that at the same sort of computer.
I have contemplated if I could get away with playing my Switch at my desk on occasion. So far, I have not nutted up and given it a shot, but one of these days.
Once you put your notice in, you'll just be like, all right, now I can
Yeah.
I can risk this. Let's see
Once
how much
you get that promotion to that corner office, maybe
I'll
then.
just tell them I'm focus testing, software development, exploring our competitors, researching business opportunities in Mario Odyssey, collecting all the moons.
Yes.
You never know.
Your boss comes up behind you. Are you winning, Nate?
I never lose.
Excellent.
You just like start with your 3DS, and then you realize you like street pass your boss by accident. Like, oh, God, he knows.
What if I'm live streaming me playing video games at work on Twitch.com? Yes.
And then your
Excellent.
boss is in the other room watching it.
Yeah.
Wait, what about live streaming just doing work at your job and people just watch you? That's two revenue streams at once.
Dude,
make that happen.
okay. You have your 3DS and you get the little green light. You open up. You go to your Me Plasma. Hey Nate, it's me, your boss from your state. Are you doing work? You get a cold sweat behind you. Yeah, incredible.
Yes, excellent.
Close down.
All right. Speaking of closed down, I think we're done. I think we've reached the end.
we've
of this
exhausted this.
We really got to the bottom of Inuyasha versus Charlie Brown here, like we do every bonus episode.
journey. Indeed.
We ask the hard questions
and for all. Yeah.
we ask the hard questions and we accept the hard answers.
Indeed. Well, thanks for being a patron, young patrons. We appreciate
please
the money.
Try and get better. try and become better at doing things.
We're doing our best out here, so please improve your question game. Please
Yes.
increase your hustle, increase your creativity, fire them power cells, blitz your chakras before the question time comes, so that you're always ready. And that's it. And
we'll see you next month. Bye.
See you next time, guys. Bye bye. Get it. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. I'm supposed to be working right now. I'm supposed to